Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC accountancy online classes. Students, in the previous class we have studied about the theoretical part of comparative statements, isn't it? We will have to solve problems of 12 marks on comparative income statement, comparative balance sheets, then common size income statement, common size balance sheet. So these are the four types of problems we have to tackle here. And in your question bank it is separately given all four types of four methods are there, four types are there. In each there are three or two problems, something like that. We'll solve all the problems, so we'll try to solve almost all the problems so that there will not be any room for doubt, right? So 12 marks problems. Let me take up first income statement, comparative income statement, okay, or comparative statement of profit and loss, comparative statement of profit and loss or comparative income statements. Friends, what we have to do here is, what they will do is, they will give us all the items of income and expenses, like we have prepared financial statements. Remember, anything, however they give in the problem, but you should make sure that you will stick on to the format as given in the Schedule 6 of, that is Companies Act. Clear? So you have to follow the format only, whether they give in segregated form or in jumbled form, but you should segregate it and you should make it as as per the schedule given, Schedule 6 of Companies Act. In that way you have to present it. Make sure of it. Remember this. Clear? Yes. Then what they will do is, they will give you the items, that is revenue from operations, then other income, then they will give you the expenses, under that employee benefit expenses, finance cost, or all those expenses they will give. Depreciation and amortization, everything will be given. Then they will give the profit before tax and tax, then profit after tax, PAT, right? So they will give in this way sometimes. Then your job is very easy, because it is given in the schedule, as per the schedule, isn't it? It is given in the proper format. Then your work is reduced. Only you have to do is put it in the format of comparative statement, then find out the difference, previous year figure and current year figure. You have to see whether there is increase. If it is increased, then you have to write the difference without using the bracket. Don't use plus or minus symbol. If it is minus, put it within bracket. Suppose last year figure was 10 lakh, this year figure is 9 lakh, then there is a decrease of 1 lakh. Am I correct? There will be two separate columns. One is increase or decrease, isn't it? Then percentage increase or decrease, like that. Absolute increase or decrease, first column will be absolute increase or decrease. That means 10 lakh minus 9 lakh minus 1 lakh, isn't it? That is within bracket you will put 1 lakh. You will not use the symbol minus. Clear? Yes. Then you have to write the percentage increase or decrease. Suppose for 10 lakh, there is a decrease of rupees 1 lakh. How much is the percentage? For 100, how much? Cross multiplication, isn't it? 1 lakh into 100 divided by 10 lakh, you will get the percentage. Very, very simple, friends. Very, very simple. So this is how you have to write. That's all. Nothing else. Other than that, you need not have to do anything. Clear? Don't you think it is very easy? Yes. Balance sheet also same thing you have to do. You have to draw the same columns, same headings, isn't it? Then you have to put the balance sheet in the balance sheet format. Find out the difference of each item. Each item, find out the difference between previous year figure and current year figure. Write the difference, then write the percentage. That's all. Comparative statement is done with that. So let us analyze the first problem. We will take up first problem here. Problems on comparative income statement, page number 112 of your question bank. Open your question bank, page number 112, 112. First problem, I will read out the problem, then we will analyze and solve. From the following information of Sanghvi Company Limited, prepare a comparative income statement for the years 2016 and 17. 2016 and 2017. It is given as comparative income statement, meaning is same, comparative statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss and income statement both are one and the same. The alternate name for the same. Clear? Yes. Then balance sheet and position statement means both are one and the same. But now we are using the word, there is a term balance sheet, not the position statement. 2 years ago, when the syllabus was not revised, now we are entirely referring that is NCERT syllabus. Earlier there was board textbook. They used to do some changes. In that, it was like a position statement, income statement and position statement. Meaning is same. Statement of profit and loss and balance sheet. That's all. Clear? So don't get confused with position statement. If they ask the question paper setter, if he asks prepare position statement, don't get confused. It is nothing but balance sheet. Clear? Income statement means statement of profit and loss. Make sure of it. Yes. So the figure is given, revenue from operations, then less sales revenue, sales returns, correct. So net revenue from operations we need, because we take net revenue from operation as the base for calculation in case of common size statement especially. Here no problem, makes no difference, but in case of common size statement, net revenue from operations should be taken to calculate the percentage. That is easier than this. Common size statement is easier than the comparative. Only the thing is that in the examination, the students will get confused. Almost 5 to 10% of the students, they will get confused. That's whether it is comparative or common size. If in the exam they ask comparative statement, the students will solve it under common size statement. They will prepare common size statement. It is wrong. They will not get a single mark also. Be careful about this, friends. Because nothing can be done if you follow altogether the different method, then we cannot do anything. The evaluators will be helpless. They will not be in a position to give even a single mark, remember. So you have to be very sure. Comparative means compare and write the difference. Very simple. I will tell you how to remember it. Compare last year figure with that of current year's figure, write the difference. That is comparative statement. Common size means you are bringing all the figures to a common size. Comparative statement, you will compare this with this and you will write the percentage. That means you are going, that is horizontal analysis. Remember, it's very simple. Common size means you will bring all the figures to a common size 100. You are moving like this. That is vertical, correct? So it is called vertical analysis, vertical statement analysis. That is a common size statement. So here we will solve the problem here. Total revenue is given, then less expenses, that is employee benefit expenses, depreciation, financial expenses or finance cost, other expenses, then all the expenses together, total expenses are given, then PBT, profit before tax, that is total revenue minus total expenses, correct? It is given here. That is C is equal to, that is a profit before tax is equal to A minus B. A means total revenue, B means total expenses. Very simple, friends. It is given very clearly. Tax is not charged, so They stopped up to profit before tax, and you have to solve up to there only. You need not have to extend it, because tax rate is not given, so you cannot apply the tax. You cannot charge the tax. Okay? Yes, that is what you have to do here. Let us solve the problem. Let us solve the problem. Write the name of the company, Sanghvi Company Limited. Sanghvi Company Limited. Company Limited. Sanghvi Company Limited. Yes, we will start now. Draw the columns. Same columns you have to draw. Particulars, then 2 years as given in the problem. Okay. Then one column to write the difference and one column to write the percentage. Two additional column you need to draw. That is for amount, like amount columns. Equal columns 4, then one that is having more width, that is particulars. In the same way you draw and extend 2 amount columns. That's all. That is what you have to do. Very simple. See. Before that, write here comparative statement of profit and loss. Comparative statement of profit and loss. Profit and loss for the year ended. For the year ended March 31st. March 31st is not given. It is given as 2016 and 17. Maybe January, December concept makes no difference for us, because we need not have to calculate in depreciation or something like that, need not. So just write 2016 and 2017. Year ended 2016 and 2017. That's all you have to write. Clear? Yes. Draw the columns now. Particulars having bit more width. Clear? Then 2 amount columns to write the amounts. Then 2 columns for writing, that is absolute figures and percentage. Absolute increase or decrease and percentage increase or decrease. That's all. These are the columns you are supposed to draw. Particulars, right here, particulars. First column written, second column 2016, this one 2017, write in rupees. Then absolute increase or decrease, absolute increase within bracket plus or decrease minus absolute increase or decrease. Yes. And percentage increase or decrease. Percentage increase or decrease. Decrease. Decrease minus and increase plus. Clear? Here you can write rupees. Here write percentage. Percentage. Correct? Yes, draw the column like this. Over, I'll repeat, particulars 2016 rupees, 2017 rupees, absolute increase plus or decrease minus rupees, percentage increase plus or decrease minus percentage. That's all. Ready? Yes, let us start. Revenue from operations, Roman 1, revenue from operations. Revenue from operations, how much it is given in the problem. Whatever is given in the problem, same amount you have to write, that's all. Simply copying, like you are copying in examination from your friend's book, answer booklet, isn't it? No, our students are very good. They never copy, isn't it? Yes. 8,15,000, 8,15,000. Now, what you have to do is, you have to see whether there is increase or decrease during current year. Compared to last year, compared to previous year 2016, whether there is increase or decrease during 2017. You have to see that. Here there is increase, am I correct? It was 7,25,000, now it is 8,15,000. That means there is an increase of rupees 90,000. Am I correct? Yes. So, write the difference, that's all. That's what you have to do. Simply work for the calculator, not for the student, right? Yes, 90,000. Don't write plus or minus. No bracket means it is plus. Bracket means it is minus. Remember this. Very simple. Clear? Then, yes, now calculate the percentage. How to calculate percentage? Let us assign column numbers here. Column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How to calculate this? Write in pencil for your information while reading for the examination. No need to write in the examination. If you write also, makes no difference, it's correct. Okay? How to calculate percentage? That is, you have to see 7,25,000. For 7,25,000, there is an increase of rupees 90,000. 7,25,000, there is an increase of rupees 90,000. So for 100, how much? For 100, how much? So 90,000 into 100. 90,000 into 100, I will write here. 90,000 is column number 4. Column number 4 into 100 divided by column number what? 2. Column number 4 into 100 divided by column number 2. Very simple. If you want, just write here by using a pencil. Here, clear? So that you will remember while reading, while preparing for the board exam, you will remember this. Need not have to struggle to search how the person got this figure, isn't it? How the sir got this figure, what did he do, whether any magic should be applied. No magic here, very simple calculations. Clear? Yes. So, I'll write here, whatever it is. If we take, let's see, I will show here, 7,25,000. For 7,25,000, there is an increase of rupees 90,000. Am I correct? Yes. For 100, that is for percentage, how much? Cross multiplication, very simple. Did you observe this? Yes. Now, multiply 90,000. That is column number 4. Column number 4, isn't it? Column number 4 into 100. See, into 100. So that is what I did, into 100 divided by column number 2, that is column number 2 is 7,25,000 here. 7,25,000. If you multiply this, if you simplify this, you will get 12.41. 12.41. That's all. That is what you have to write here. That's all, friends. For all the items, you have to do like this. Your comparative statement is done. That's all. Within, I think, 6 to 7 minutes, you can solve this problem, and easily you can score 12. So easy it is. So easy. Just imagine about not-for-profit organization, how it was, how this is, isn't it? There's a difference. Yes. So this is how to calculate, friends. So you have to see for 7,25,000 how much is increased. That is 90,000 increased. So for 100, that is percentage, how much it is. Cross multiplication, 90,000 into 100. 90,000 into 100 divided by 7,25,000. Simplify it. You will get the answer. Very simple. Clear? Yes. Now let us move on. Less sales returns. Second one, less sales returns. Given in the problem. No confusion. Clear? 25,000 and 15,000. 25,000 and 15,000. See, friends, there is a decrease. Previous year it was 25,000. This year it is just 15,000. So there is a decrease of rupees 10,000. Correct? 10,000 rupees decrease. I told you, as this is negative figure, minus figure, no need to put the symbol, just put the bracket. Bracket implies negative figure. So put the bracket. That's all. Now do the calculations as I already told, isn't it? For 25,000, 10,000, for 100, how much? Very, very simple. I will write straight away. I will write here. So how to calculate assigned here, formula is here. So calculate for each of the items. You will get here how much? 40%. 40%. 40.00, as it is minus negative figure, put it within the bracket. That's what you have to do here. Okay. Then next one is third one. Add revenue from, net revenue from operations. Whatever you will get here, that is net revenue from operations. Now draw the line. Draw the line. Right here, third one, net revenue from operations. Net revenue in the sense, total revenue minus sales returns. Total sales minus sales returns is equal to net sales or net revenue from operations. Revenue from operations. Net revenue from operations. How much it is? 7 lakh, 8 lakh. It is given in the problem. No need to calculate again, isn't it? 7 lakh and 8 lakh. It was given. Straight away write it. 8 lakh. Right? Now, there is an increase of how much? Just no need of calculator here. Right? 7 to 8 means 1 lakh. Very simple. 7 to 8 means 1 lakh. 1 lakh increase. Increase. For 7 lakh, 1 lakh. For 100, how much? Very simple. Isn't it? So, for 1 or 2, I will write here, then you will understand, right? 90,000 into 100 divided by how much? Divided by 7,25,000. This is how you have to calculate for this. That's the formula. In the same way, for others you have to calculate. Clear? Write this by using a pencil, not from pen. In exam, you need not have to write. If you write also, no problem. But maintain gap between the items, because when you write like this becomes common for both. So be careful, maintain gap if you want to show this calculation. If you show this, it's well and good. No, nothing wrong in that. Clear? Yes. Here, what is the percentage? 14.29. 14.29. Don't add or deduct these. 12.41 minus 40, we will get something else. No, simply apply the formula here also and calculate. Here you will deduct, isn't it? 725 minus 25, 7. 815 minus 15, 8. Then here minus 10,000, 90,000 minus 10,000, isn't it? 90,000 minus 10,000, so 1 lakh. But here don't calculate like that, just do like this. Here simply calculate and write the amount. Then, are there any other income? No. Yes, there are other income, but friends, there is a mistake in the problem. See, first one is okay, 7 lakh, add other income, actually it is other income. So other income always should be added together, isn't it? So when you add 1,200 to 7 lakh, 7 lakh 1,200, it is correct in the problem. Refer the second part, that is 2017, 8 lakh, and other income is given as 1,200, and it is given as 8 lakh 8,000. How it is possible? It is not possible. Then again, if you deduct total revenue minus total expenses, 6,53,500, total revenue given is 8,08,000, isn't it? If you deduct it, you will not get 1,54,000, it will be something else. So what I did is, I have adjusted the figure, I have took the correct figure here, so write that figure only, whatever I am writing. 1,200 in the first place, it's okay. Fourth one, other income. Other income, correct. How much? 1,200 here. Then 7,500 right here, 7,500, and do the changes in your question bank also. Problem given is wrong, there is a calculation mistake, so rectify it. Okay, 7,500. No, there is an increase, isn't it? Other income, there is increase. How much is the increase? Just calculate. 1,200 and 7,500. So difference is how much? 7,500 minus 1,200. 6,300, right? 6,300. So 6,300 is the difference. It is increased, 6,300 increase. So 1,200, 6,200 for 100, how much? 6,300 into 100 divided by 1,200. 1,200, right? That is 525%. 525%. So here 6,300, 525%. Write like this, 525%, right? Yes. Now, after adding other income, this is add, right here, add other income, total revenue, whatever you are getting is called total revenue. Total revenue added together, that is 7,01,200, here 8,07,500. and this is 1,06,300. 1,06,300. For 7,01,200, there is an increase of 1,06,300, isn't it? So, how much is the percentage for? How much is the percentage? Just calculate 1,06,300. 1,06,300 into 100, right? Divided by 7,01,200. 7,01,200. That is 15.159. Make it as 16. 15.159. So 15.16. Remember, friends, whenever you will get, whenever you get 0.5 or more, 0.5, 0.6, then suppose 568, round it as 0.57. You need to show only 2 decimal points. After decimal point, only 2 digits you are supposed to show. Don't show 6 or 7 digits. There are students who write 6 or 7 digits, but it irritates our evaluator. Remember this. So restrict up to 2 digits after decimal point. Clear? So if you get 0.568, make it as 0.57, because this third digit is more than 5. If the third digit is more than 5 or 5 or more than 5, convert it as next digit. Convert it to next digit. Like here, it is 8, third digit is 8, so I changed the second digit as 7 instead of 6. If the third digit comes as 565, then also you have to write 57, because it is 5 or more, I told. So including 5. So 5 means next digit, 6 will become 7. Second digit will change, correct? If it is 564, then ignore this, write this as 0.56 only, not 0.57. Remember, third digit is less than 5, so don't change the second digit, keep it as 56 only, don't change it as 57. Understood? Yes. Now let me move on to the next one. Total revenue you got, correct? That is, total revenue is this one, isn't it? Third and fourth. Third plus fourth is called total revenue. Total revenue. Net revenue from operations plus other income, correct? Now let us move on to the expenses side. 0.65. This is 0.5. This is 0.5, and we are moving on to the 0.6. Total revenue is 0.5, isn't it? Less expenses. Less expenses. Expenses. Okay. Now, employee benefit expenses. Under that, first one is employee benefit expenses. Benefit expenses. Employee benefit expenses. Draw a double line for this, because this part is done. Now you will take the expenses and you will write the total of expenses. 5,95,000. 5,95,000. Here 6,15,000. 6,15,000, correct? 20,000 here. There is increase of 20,000. Percentage is 3.36. 3.36. Calculate. You get the same figure. 3.36. Second expense is depreciation. Depreciation. Depreciation, correct? 12,700. 12,700, 12,500, 12,500. There is a decrease of 200 rupees, am I correct? So, assign within bracket. 200 rupees decrease, 12,700 and 12,500 current year, there is a decrease of 200, 1.57 decrease negative, 1.57 negative. Two expenses over. Third one is financial expenses are there. Financial expenses. Correct? Refer the problem, write the amount, 23,000, 24,000. 23,000, 24,000. Difference is 1,000 positive, so no bracket. 1,000, right? 4.35 is the percentage, no need of bracket because it is positive figure. 3 expenses over. Fourth one, other expenses. Other expenses. Other expenses how much? 1,500 and 2,000. 1,500 and 2,000. There is an increase of rupees 500 rupees. There is an increase of rupees 500, isn't it? So 33.33 is the increase. 33.33 is the percentage. Correct? Now, total expenses you have to calculate. Total expenses. Take the total of these figures. You will get the total expenses. How much it is? 632,200. 632,200. 653,500. 653,500. 21,300. See friends, 20,000 plus 1,000, 21,000 plus 500, 21,500 minus 200. So 21,300. This is how you have to calculate. Don't take all the figures together. Add plus first, positive figures first, then deduct minus from that. Deduct negative figure from the total. You will get 21,300, correct? While calculating the percentage, 6,32,200, 21,300, for 100, how much? For 6,32,200, 21,300, for 100, how much? That way you have to calculate, you will get 3.37. 3.37. Clear? Yes. Now, draw the line. This is called total expenses of the firm. Total expenses, right? Total expenses, right here, number 7. Roman 7, total expenses. Total expenses. Now, if you deduct the total expenses from total income, that is total revenue, you will get profit before tax. That is what you will do. And tax is not given, so we have to stop there only. It's done. Your problem is solved. So let us take up 8th one. Profit before tax. Profit before tax. Or it is called PBT, profit before tax. That is column 5 minus column 7, right? That is 5 minus 7, that's all. You will get the difference. How much it is? 69,000 and 1,54,000, already given in the problem. 69,000, 1,54,000. 1,54,000, wasn't it? Calculate the percentage and difference. Difference is 85,000, and percentage is 123.19, 123.19. So that's all. Your problem is solved, friends. Do you find any difficulty here? Don't you think the easiest chapter? Yes. But how far it will be there for the exam, I am not sure. That depends upon maybe your luck. Okay? But study it properly. Study it properly. So here this is called profit before tax or PBT. If you deduct tax, if tax percentage is given, then on this you have to charge at the rate given and you have to write the tax amount less tax amount. You will get profit after tax, that is PAT, profit after tax. That's how your problem is solved. So this is how you have to solve a problem on comparative statement. Similarly, you have to prepare balance sheet. In the same way, you have to prepare balance sheet. One by one item as per the format of the balance sheet, you have to place the items, then you have to do like this only. Same thing. Clear? Yes. Write assignment. Solve same problem. Solve the same problem as your assignment problem and submit assignment on time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.